Hello peeps and hello peppers and welcome to my little Frida world and Miðvikudags Manatee, which means Wednesday sea cow. Here I decided to show this sea monster one more time because people asked about my manner of day planning. Of course, the sea monster has a shape of a heart. Let me show you the shape of my heart. I can't sing today. Because I want to show and to think about in the drawing process what is the closest to my heart. And yes, sometimes my heart has really sharp teeth. Because let's say when I show my boundaries and state my needs, it becomes a little bit obvious that I'm not as cute as I look. Like on this day plan, I had cap knitting, but it looks like a pelt hat. So actually, this reminds me again how I grew up with a lot of old people and a lot of old people told me a lot of old stories, like including my family keeps telling the story how a relative still drove this Volkswagen bug. I don't know if they could drive, if they could draw. Can't talk today, sorry. So, relative drove a Volkswagen Beetle until they were 86 years old, so powerfully that people had to hop to the side. And of course, like the family Volkswagen was blue, but I decided to, like on the flea market, buy the yellow one because I also grew up with the movie series of Dudu, like the yellow bug, that also contains some jokes and stories that you would probably not tell today anymore, but yeah. The beetle matters to me because of my relative who drove the car until 86 years old and who also like got their driver's license when they were like my age. So it's never too late to learn anything new, and it's never too late to see things in context. So yes, my day plan is a lot about seeing things in context. Oops, that was not the plan at all now. I hope I don't mess up the box because the box is part of a story. Like someone who is dear to me in my therapy context. Asked me if they could have a word with me. And I was sort of like, because of my autistic rejection sensitivity, so afraid that like now I've done something wrong and so on. And then the person said, well, I made this box for you. And I made that with the little cards that you gave to me last Christmas. And this box, I don't know if you can see that, this is sort of like a tissue from an old curtain inside. So, and yes, in the beginning, it smelled of some, do you call that tapestry glue? Okay, here we go again, with me correcting all people on all kinds of words, and then I don't even manage to Google the right words, but this box is so lovely, and this is just, like, made as a garage for my little car. Yes, I had so much fun just texting to people after the flea market, I bought a car. And then, well, the people wanted to see the car, and then I posted this bug with like an ice cream cup to scale. And yes, I am aware that the car engineer, Ferdinand Porsche, he actually engineered this car for an ideology that is less fun. But still, let's say the design lives on. similar to how many of my friends say they would like never buy new books about a certain magician, but they buy them used because they grew up with the story, and the story was inspiring, but let's say the author misuses power now. So, and yes, I do call my walking equipment Ferdinand Porsche because I was given it for free when another friend group and I were always singing this song, "My friends all drive Porsches, I must make amends." And yes, so I said I want this to be a Porsche car because it brings me from A to B and it transports my entire artist life. Like right now, the Ferdy the Walker basket is so messy that I don't want to show it to anyone, but yes, maybe I should put cleaning up the Walker basket on the day plan. Let's not mess up the box, but let's be okay with a little bit of a black spot here. Okay. My manatee of the Wednesday shall be a really round day plan, so I can, no, I don't even have space for the tail, because this is so big. Okay, let's do it differently. Because the tail is, of course, vital for the movement. So, now we have a circle. Now I can think of what's the core of the things that I need to do now. The thing looks like a donut, but that's I think some animal photographer has also said that like the sea cows look like huge donuts or huge squishmallows or both. So in the center of my day planning today are the two visual art events, like one meeting for my service at the film festival and one painting event. Yeah, it's my birthday and I want to do something special, and I was so proud that actually like my favorite movie theater would invite me to an interview to work with them that day. So the two visual events are at the core. And actually, I had a good conversation with a friend because there was a third event that was a presentation for a creative writing class. And I said, I like the writing style of the person who hosts this. And then my friend said, well, no, you have your own style. You don't need someone else's style. So yes, I want to skip this event because, let's say, in the greater scheme of things, it doesn't bring me or this other person ahead to attend this third meeting of the day, because I only have energy for the two. Maybe I'll get my close friend to go to like a niche stationery store to buy an Illustrator pen with me, because that's like an investment in my future. And like, even though this car is so small, it won't even be street approved to me, it is an investment into my mobility because it has a signal color, and because in the creative writing class that actually, let's say, works hand in hand with my autism, I got the advice to put like a little thing that reminds me of the writing group. And like, let's say this writing group is mostly composed of rather middle-aged neurodivergent people who see the things in context. And did I ever mention that the Volkswagen design here? There is a 1950s video of it. The car is designed in a way that everybody basically can disassemble and reassemble it. Let's say I did not, of course, dare to disassemble and reassemble their family car with my tough relative, but let's say it is principally possible. And that also suits my idea of a healthy autism group, like providing information that everybody can disassemble to understand the details, reassemble, reproduce. So I know this video may sound confusing, but this is a babble video and thinking video. So let's give my Miðvikudags Manatee a chance to breathe. Now that we're talking about unknown facts, the people who are, let's say, complaining about immigrants all the time in Florida, they should actually also think that the manatees are not native to Florida. They just came to Florida with the Industrial Revolution. That's when the water got warmer. I read an article to the effect, and this article actually came up in my feed when I searched for when I talked to a wise friend about a reasonable explanation what a desmostillion, that is a fossil from the Gulf of Mexico, actually does all of a sudden in cold Iceland. Because, let's say, in my story, I can, in my novel, I can write everything as long as it's logical. And I mean, this was kind of my evidence that the phone is listening to me, because I talked to my friend about, well, maybe if we're talking about the 1880s and national romanticism and Icelandic legends and so on, the 1880s are also like the time where the people suddenly had machinery and when there were suddenly more people and so on. And then suddenly the next day I had this article in my feed that the manatees, that are the purported next relatives of the desmostillion, came to Florida with the Industrial Revolution. Technically, the manatees belong to a zoological family called the Afrotheria. Like people from Africa, animals from Africa, but animals are smarter than we think, so maybe they are also people from Africa. I'm telling the story like people and animals have always migrated, and my novel shall be about people adjusting to her new reality, as in knowing that these little new fur people of the clade Afrotheria and Penangulates family actually have made themselves at home in Iceland and have found a niche, and this will be kind of an ecosystem book, and it's my super big dream to let's say, okay, most people consider the autumn the period September, October, November. So, and I only operate under really rigid time limits, even though my plan with time limits of the type 7:40 till 8:30 didn't really work. But let's say a month is a time window that I can overview. So yes, I want to write the Sea Monster Symphony in September, the elephant book in October, and the family saga crime mystery thingy in November. The race is on. And now I'll say bye-bye and go back to this race, the prep for this race, because that will only work if I prepare it well. Happy birthday to me and a wonderful day to you. Bye-bye!